All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the October 12th, 2022 regular board meeting of the Chino Valley Fire District Board of Directors. The time is 6 o'clock p.m. I'll now open the meeting and take roll call. All five of us are here and present. If everybody please stand for the flag salute and remain standing for our invocation. Director Luke, if you could please lead us off tonight.
We all be honoring our flag. Ready to begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chaplain Miranda, please stop, please.
Good evening, everyone, board, attendees. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for your grace and mercy. We thank you for all your blessings. Lord, I ask your blessing upon this meeting tonight. I pray that you give the board wisdom, Lord. I pray that your spirit will lead them and guide them in their decision making. I also want to lift up the first responders in the Chino Valley, especially the fire and paramedic. I pray you be with them on their call outs and that you protect them and bring them back safely. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. May all be seated. Acting clerk of the board, do we have any changes to the agenda?
No, there aren't any changes. Next is presentation and announcements. The first presentation is a meeting for introduction. Anthony Arroyo, HR Director, please come forward.
Right, Anthony Arroyo has over 20 years of human resources experience, having served with the cities of Montebello, San Bernardino, Colton, Covina, and most recently, the city of Chino as the interim city manager and director of human resources and risk management. Anthony holds a master's of arts in international business from Tufts University, the Fletcher School of Law in diplomacy. Diplomacy, that fits with human resources. A Bachelor of Arts in International Relations from USC and a Bachelor of Science in Business with emphasis in HR from Cal Poly Pomona. Anthony was born and raised in Montebello, California, attended St. Paul High School in Santa Fe Springs. Anthony now resides in Walnut with his wife of 22 years, Tina, and two kids, 16-year-old Jacob and 14-year-old Sienna. Anthony enjoys spending quality time with family, photography, reading, going to various concerts, traveling, and watching various streaming shows. Do you have a favorite right now? All right, good enough. Welcome aboard. Happy to have you.
Pleasure of mine.
See, I have to follow the script, and I. There we go.
Yeah. A little bit to your left, gentlemen. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Let me take another one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Okay, the next is a Quality Service Award for 10 years of service. Engineer Justin Newberg, please come forward to be recognized.
I don't think Justin's here tonight, is he? So I'm still going to read this. Engineer Newberg's career began with the fire district in 2012 as a firefighter paramedic. Justin was promoted to engineer in 2020. He's currently signed to Station 61. Thank you, Justin, for your 10 years of service to the fire district.
The next presentation is another 10-year service award, and that's for Engineer Adam Parker. Can you please come forward?
So Adam's career began with the fire district in 2012 as a firefighter paramedic. Adam was promoted to engineer in 2021. He's currently signed to Station 62. Thank you for your 10 years of service to the fire district, and congratulations. Thank you so much.
So Adam's, besides being one of our members here, Adam's a really dear personal friend of mine. And when Adam first came on, he's probably gonna be embarrassed when he first came on. He came to us with a law enforcement background. And there is some distinct differences about that because I had already been in this profession probably about 20 years, and everything I did, he questioned. And I'm like, how long have you been doing this, Adam? He said, I've been doing this for 20 years. But anyway, Adam, I appreciate your willingness to engage, your commitment to our organization. Your questioning was really about being thorough, so we appreciate that. But you work with the fire department now, not
2, 3. Take another one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Okay, the next service team award for 10 years of service again is for fire paramedic Vincent Myers. Will you please come forward?
All right, firefighter paramedic Vincent Myers' career began with the fire district in 2012. Is currently assigned to Station 65. Thank you for your 10 years of service to the fire district. Congratulations. Thank you.
So again, we have tremendous employees that work for the fire district. I've never had the opportunity to work hand in hand with Vinny, but I can tell you at the country concerts we go to, good times. Vinny, thank you for everything you do for us. We appreciate everything you do. And here it up.
1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Our next recognition presentation is for retired chaplain Ruben Estrada. Can you please come forward?
All right, tonight's a little bit of a celebration and a little bit of sad moment here for us as Ruben's chosen to retire. The chaplain service is very important to the fire district, and we really appreciate everything you've done. So this evening we recognize and thank Ruben for almost 4 years of service as a district chaplain with the fire district. His service of ministry began with the district in January 2018. He provided professional and spiritual ministry to the district members as well as the community at large. Ruben's ability to speak Spanish was very beneficial to the chaplain corps and to our community. Ruben, your dedication and compassion and determination make a difference in your community to the Chino Valley has been a blessing to all. We thank you for your unselfish dedication, and we wish you all the best. Thank you so much, sir. So we have a little plaque here for you. Thank you. To commemorate that, and Chief.
So let me just say, when we say thank you to the chaplain corps, we're really saying thank you to the family as well. This is a very selfless thing that the chaplains decide to do. They're at home with their families, being broken away from dinner, getting up in the middle of the night, something that we experience in the fire service fairly regularly. But these folks are coming in, they're doing it selflessly at no cost, but really out of with the right heart and mind to be able to serve. So I can't say enough about our chaplain corps. We have a few of them in the back, but Ruben, thank you very much for your commitment, and just know that when you're done retiring with your other things, you're always welcome to come back here and sign back. As long as your family's good with that. But thank you. Got it.
Thanks.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Chief, just want to say it here?
The next presentation is employee recognition of Fire Chief Williams for his completion of the U.S. Fire Administration National Fire Academy Executive Fire Officer Program. Chief, will you please come forward?
Yeah. So the U.S. Fire Administration National Fire Academy is something that we ask all of our chiefs. We hope that all of our chiefs end up going through. It's a 4-year commitment, is that right? Where he has to go back to the East Coast for 2 weeks at a time, do this couple 100-page thesis throughout that time. And it takes a lot of time, and it's in a very executive level position. It's similar to what police chiefs go to when they go back to the FBI Academy. So we, on behalf of the Chino Valley Fire District Board of Directors, I'd like to recognize our Chief Dave Williams for completing the U.S. Fire Administration's National Fire Academy Executive Fire Officer Program. This is a 4-year program that enhances professional development through a series of graduate level equivalent courses and applied research projects conferring graduates such as Chief Williams and Chief John DeMonico as well here with the title of Executive Fire Officer from the United States Fire Administration. This program provides exceptional, unique fire officer education and development and brings together fire service leaders throughout the country. Chief Williams completed the program in less than 3 years. The program's curriculum included executive development, executive analysis of community risk reduction, executive analysis of fire service operations and emergency management, and executive leadership. Chief Williams' research projects focus on firefighter job-related cancer death and illness, mental health issues in the fire service and emergency operations. In addition to these research topics, Fire Chief Williams participated in an oral defense of his research. We're proud to commend Chief Williams for his commitment to education and to organizational excellence. Congratulations. Here's a certificate.
So if I can say just a couple words, these programs are very challenging and they don't get done in a vacuum. So I would like to say thank you to all of our personnel. We have many of them sitting here for your willingness to take the time to take the surveys that were put out. Because without that information, we can't really dig in to see what the problems are and how we can better serve each other and the community. So thank you to our personnel. I want to say thank you to the board of directors for their willingness to support executive leadership programs such as this. It's through these opportunities that we broaden our networking, that we can really get down to solving problems within our industry. And I want to say, unfortunately, my family couldn't be here tonight, but I want to say thank you to my family for their undying support of allowing me to go back and be back there and then come back and write 3 papers that take about 6 months each. So thank you to everybody for helping me be successful. That's what I have.
One, two, three. Thank you.
All right, stay up.
Yes. Okay, this time we have several other additional presentations. I'd like to call Nathan Bass, representing Senator Josh Newman, State Senator for the 29th Senate District, for his presentation. Okay, he's not here, so can you please present it to him?
Suzette.
Suzette Dang, representing Vice Chairman Kurt Agman, from the San Bernardino County 4th District, for the supervisors.
I think Suzette wants to get a personal selfie.
I do. Well, on behalf of Supervisor Kurt Hackman, I'm here proud of you as you are. Give me a minute, I have to kind of spell it out. This is a long title here. Fire Chief Dave Williams, Chino Valley Fire District, in honor of completing the U.S. Fire Administration National Fire Academy Executive Fire Officer Program. Congratulations on your completion. We are very proud of you. Thank you very much. And continued success.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay, 1, 2.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzette.
Okay, I'd like to call Councilmember Walt Pocock from the city of Chino. Can you please come forward?
Thank you.
On behalf of the mayor, council, city of Chino, congratulations for completing the U.S. Fire Administration National Fire Academy Executive Fire Officer Program. And thank you for your commitment in serving the Chino Valley.
Well, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
And personally, I've been a fan of yours since day one. I'm congratulating
Well,
you.
Still got time to change that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilmember Art Bennett from the city of Chino Hills.
Our chief.
You know, as you'll recall, a couple weeks back at one of our council meetings, I kind of let the cat out of the bag and had you talk a little bit about this to my other council members so they would all know what was going on. So we had a little bit of a heads up on this, but you know, no words can express all of the commitment that you have towards this district, personally, professionally, and this accomplishment, on top of the fact you're working on your master's degree and completing that, just show the type of professional you are and the dedication you have not only this community, but to the fire department. And we are all blessed to have you running this wonderful department that we would put up against any in the state, probably in the United States. So congratulations. I'm not going to read all that because you've already heard it several times. You know what you did. Congratulations, and thank you so much. And we wish you many, many more years here. And we know that the department's in good hands, and it will always be in good hands because of leadership here. So
Thank you, thanks, I appreciate that.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right.
And then we have other certificates. They weren't able to be here tonight from Congresswoman Young Kim, Congresswoman Norma Torres, State Senator Connie Leyva, Assemblymember Phil Chen, Assemblymember Freddie Rodriguez as well. I think I got them all there. Yeah, so all those are here for you. And then before you go, John DeMarco.
I would, I'd just like to make a couple of comments. And the program is really an intense program, and it's just not writing one thesis, it's writing 4, you do 1 a year. And it's very involved, and it's not just a 2-week program where you do go for 2 weeks back to Emmitsburg, Maryland, but that's just a small part of it because you spend the next year on that paper. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of hours, and it's a lot of dedication to do that. Actually, that 4 years I went through is where I lost my hair, so you did very well. But it's an exceptional program, and just to get into that program, you don't just walk in and say, yeah, I want to attend this and they accept you. The criteria just to get into the program is quite extensive just to get in. And they only accept, I believe, for every course, I don't know how many EFO courses a year they start, they only accept 2 per state. So that all 50 states have an opportunity to get in. So it's quite an accomplishment, and Chief, I congratulate you. I'm really proud of it, proud of the fact that you did that, and thank you. Oh, yes.
He got his master's degree at the same time, and then he also just completed the California Special District Administrator certificate. So he's checking off a whole lot of boxes in a very short amount of time. Hopefully he can start to relax a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Chief, anything else?
No, thank you very much. Like I said, I think I said it all. I think, again, these programs don't get done in a vacuum, and they don't get done without support. So everybody that's had a hand in my success, I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. And let's keep moving on.
Fantastic. Congratulations. We're going to take a 5-minute break and let family members take pictures if they want to up here. And if people need to go back to work, whatever, because while we do that boring part of the meeting after that. So 5-minute quick break. All right, we'll call it back to order.
The next item is a public hearing for fire code amendments and ordinance adoption of the 2022 California Fire Code and the 2021 International Fire Code. The purpose is for the Board of Directors to allow public comment, conduct a second reading by title only and ordinance and adoption of ordinance number 2022-03, adopting the 2022 California Fire Code based on the 2021 International Fire Code with local amendments to be effective January 1, 2023.
All right, this is a public hearing, so the public hearing is now open. And Fire Marshal Jenny O'Toole, please present your report.
Good evening, President Speaker, and members of the board. At last month's regular board meeting, ordinance 2022-03 was introduced and a first reading by title only was conducted. Before you this evening is the final draft of the ordinance. Section 3 of the ordinance outlines the proposed amendments, and these are identified by italicized text. The proposed changes to the 2022 California Fire Code ensure continuous regulations remain in place. Once adopted, the new code will become effective on January 1st, 2023. A copy of the new code and the proposed ordinance is available here at administration for review. The proposed ordinance has been reviewed and approved by our legal counsel and advertised as required by law. After our adoption, the ordinance is required by state regulation to also be ratified by the cities and counties served. Building officials for the city of Chino, Chino Hills, and San Bernardino County have reviewed and are in concurrence with our local amendments. They will also ratify our ordinance in the next couple months. Once ratified, the ordinance will be filed with the State Department of Housing and Community Development as required by law. It is recommended that the Board of Directors allow public comment, conduct a second reading of ordinance number 2022-03, adopting the 2022 California Fire Code based on the 2021 International Fire Code with local amendments, approve waiving the reading of the entire ordinance and read the ordinance by number and title only, advise the public that a complete copy of the ordinance and a copy of the 2022 California Fire Code and 2021 International Fire Code are available for public inspection at Fire District Headquarters, and adopt ordinance number 2022-03 to be effective January 1st, 2023.
Fantastic, thank you. Do we have any requests this week?
No, I do not. Oh, yes, sir.
Yes. Is this online, or do you have to come physically to the fire district to read this?
It's currently not online. It's actually part of our agenda packet, which is online, so you can find it that way. But we have physical copies here.
Okay, so if I go online to the district website, it'll be there.
Yeah, so go to find the board meetings and find our agenda, and it's a part of the agenda packet. That's where it's going to be found out.
Thank you.
Excellent, anybody else? All right, the public hearings have closed. Time for board member comments. Does anybody have any comments?
The only thing I'd like to say is thank you very much. I was looking at that stuff, and it is wild. I mean, I think we should have a test for the board members to see how we do on that. I mean, it's unbelievable how long and tedious it is.
All right, and with that, I'd like to request a motion.
Motion to approve?
No second motion.
So we have a motion by Director Editor, a second by Vice President Monaco. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5-0 votes. Thank you. You're not done.
Ordinance number 2022-03 is an ordinance of the Chino Valley Independent Fire District, adopting by reference and amending the 2022 edition of the California Fire Code with errata and the 2021 International Fire Code, regulating and governing the safeguarding of life and property from fire and explosion hazards, hazardous materials, and from conditions hazardous to the life or property of the occupancy of buildings and premises, provided for the issuance of permits and collection of fees, and repealing Fire Code Ordinance number 2019-01 of the Chino Valley Fire Independent Fire District. The next item is a public hearing is the resolution number 2002-09 for properties declared for redevelopment. The purpose is for the public to comment on the declaring and noticing of property owners for redevelopment.
All right, the public hearing is now open. Fire Marshal Taylor Tool, please present your report.
Hello again. At the regular board meeting in April, resolution number 2022-08 was approved and adopted. Said resolution allowed for the identifying of properties within the district that either have the presence of or potential of a fire hazard to be noticed. Our office conducted a new round of weed abatement inspections in early September. Properties that met the criteria were mailed a notice on September 9th. As stated in each respective notice, property owners were given until today to abate the noted hazard. Failure to take corrective action is subject to administrative citation and further action by our office to abate the hazard utilizing our private contractor. Our office will begin the inspections tomorrow and will take the noted actions to bring property into compliance. In accordance with our resolution, we are to hold a public hearing allowing members of the public to address the board on this matter. It is recommended that the Board of Directors review public comment on the declaring and noticing of property owners for weed abatement and subsequent actions and charges, as well as make any rulings on any and all objections raised regarding the proposed removal of weeds and said charges.
All right, clerk of the board, do we have any public comments on this agenda item?
No, I do not have any public comments.
All right, public hearings have closed. It's time for board member comments. Any board member have any comments on this? With that, we'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve?
Second motion.
So once again, a motion by Director Evinger, second by Vice President Monaco. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5-0. Thank you very much.
The next item is public communications. This is a time and place for the general public to address the board of directors about subjects that do not appear elsewhere on the agenda. The public may address items on the agenda at the time addressed by the board. Due to board policy and conduct requirements, action may not be taken on any issue not on the agenda. When you address the board, please state your name and address prior to making your remarks. Please limit your comments to 5 minutes. At this moment, I do not have any public comments. The next item is the liaison reports to fire district. Susan Bang from the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors First District, can you please come forward?
Good evening again, President Beaver, Vice President Monica, board members, chief, deputy chiefs, audience members. This is Zach Jane with County Supervisor Kurt Hageman's office. I have 2 events coming up. Fortunately and unfortunately, first event is coming up on this Saturday. It's the same day as the fire department's open house. Same date and same time. So I'm asking the public to gather all your documents to be shredded. Come to our shredding event early in the morning, and then come join the fire department's open house. So the date is Saturday, October 15th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Or until the shredding truck reaches capacity. We are limited to 3 standard-sized boxes of documents to be shredded. Ontario PD parking lot. It's located 2500 South Archibald Avenue, Ontario. And we will also have crime prevention specialists from the Ontario PD Police Department assisting us and handing out information on how to safeguard your identity and protection against identity theft. So come on by. Next event is on Wednesday, November 9th. This is a very important event for us. We hold it annually. It is Veteran Claims Event. It will be held between 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And we will have our county VA team come out and assess any existing claims, conduct interviews or complete claims, or assist in helping fill out paperwork and forms. Come on out. Supervisor Hagman will provide lunch. And if you have family members, if you are a veteran and if you need any assistance, please come on down and give us a call. You can call our office at 909-465-5265 for any questions, any resources on county services and information. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
For the veterans, now, the question is, I'll just try and get to the meat of it is, I think of veterans as being federal, and of course we all appreciate and want to acknowledge what our veterans have done, but the county getting involved with the veterans, how do they get involved and
County actually has Veteran Affairs Department dedicated to our veterans.
okay.
Yes, and we do offer county IDs for our veterans. We also help out in any type of assistance if they need to file a claim, or if they can, they can assist them in finding out what they can qualify for.
So do they kind of go to the feds then to help them out to do this? Is that correct?
So the Veteran Affairs, the department, they will assist each veteran on their needs, depending on what they need. Whether it's on a federal level, then they will bridge that gap and help them with all the forms and applications and follow up with them.
Yes, that's what I was wanting
Yes.
to find out.
Yes, but we do have a dedicated Veterans Affairs team.
Great, great, okay. Thank you very much.
Councilmember Wolcott?
Good evening, board and Chairman Krieger, Chief command staff, and help here. I've been standing in for Mark Lucio tonight, and a good way to tell the difference is Mark has hair. Got a couple of interesting items. The city has entered into a purchase agreement with the owner of the t-shirt shop on Central Avenue, which years ago My kids used to go there and bowl. It's been there a long time. Harvey probably remembers that. So we'll be becoming owners of that when the negotiations get completed, the terms and price of the cinema, and the building to the north side of it, is part of it too. The second item is, Chino PD is having their open house, coming up, the 29th of this month, just before Halloween, and, it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Address is 5450 Guardian Way, and, for more information, the phone number is 909-334-3000. And hi, Anthony. Good to see you. Thank you.
Was that a slam or was that a nice? I couldn't tell if there was something underlined in there or that. Okay.
Councilmember Art Bennett from the city of Chino Hills.
Good evening. President Krieger, Vice President DeMonico, Chief, Command Staff, and audience. It's, as always, it's a pleasure to be here. I want to first mention that it's no disrespect that I'm not wearing pink tonight. I wore my one and only pink shirt last night at council meeting, and I would have washed it and had it done, but I'm sorry, I didn't realize it. Anthony, congratulations. That's your official. You've got things introduced and everything. The chief, I'm so happy that, congratulate you again. It's just a fantastic accomplishment, it really is. So, you all have received, no doubt, my public information officer report. A couple things, though, that I want to mention. This probably affects your firefighters and they're getting around in the city. We have a major traffic glitch right now. There's construction going on right at the intersection of Chino Hills Parkway, where it's the northbound off-ramp off of the 71. It is affecting that intersection. It's been closed down. I complained about it last night at the council meeting. Apparently it has something to do with a development going on in the city of Chino that it just requires some work that's probably going to go on into the first part of next year. So if you're familiar with that area, it's a tough one to get around. It really is. But you guys obviously have red lights and sirens, but still people just don't get out of the way for you guys. So just wanted to bring it to your attention that we're going to be working closely with the road staff at City of Chino to see if we can come up with some way to lessen that impact on that intersection, because it really is a tough one. We will have coming up, we talked about Halloween coming up. We got a report from the chief of police last night that is really alarming. Fentanyl is really becoming a real monster in this, well, not just in this community, but all in California. And we're cautioning parents when their kids are out trick-or-treating, that when you bring the candy home, that go through that closely, because apparently there are fentanyl-laced candies. Sick people are doing this kind of stuff, but it's causing a lot of problem. I don't know how many of our calls within our fire district have been related to any of that. Hopefully none, and hopefully no deaths in our area, but it's a growing problem. And so we just want to make everybody aware. But to try and keep people straight and also still have fun, there's going to be a trick-or-treat event at the shops on Monday, October 31st, from 3 to 5. There'll be trick-or-treating, craft stations, photo booth, and it'll begin about 3 o'clock. There's going to be a costume contest at 4 p.m. With multiple age categories, including family category. So if you want more information, go to chinohills.org/events. And essentially that is it. Keep up the good work, and thank you for allowing me to be here tonight.
Thank you.
President Mark Bozek, Chino Valley Fire Foundation.
Good evening, Fire Board, President Krieger, Chief Williams, everybody here. Not much to report from the Fire Foundation. I just want to remind everybody I know we're already seeing all the decorations going up. The holidays are around the corner. Right now, we're in the process of planning our annual Stuff the Boot program over at Walnut Spectrum. With that being said, just remind everybody to keep their eyes and ears open. If they have any families in need, please reach out to the district, and they know how to get a hold of me through the Chino Fire Foundation.
Chair Charlie Flynn from the Fire Safety Council, please come forward.
President Krieger, members of the board, chief, command staff, and everyone else. I have a lot to say tonight, which is unusual. We have a similar program to what the city's gonna be doing. We're doing ours in Western Hills on the day before Sunday, October 30th from 5 to 7. There'll be games, there's the fire district is kind enough to lend us one of their, well, not lend, but bring one of their trucks there for kids to sit in. It should be, last year it was very well attended and we expect the same type of crowd. Item 2, we had our first brush pickup with Western Waste and it went very, very well. They went off without a hitch, they were there on time, they picked up on time, they brought the switch out on time, and we probably got between 5,000 and 6,000. We filled both bins, it's about 5,000 to 6,000 pounds of flammable material. And one person brought his entire front lawn and 2 palm trees. So I don't know what he's doing with his house, but you know. Anyways, number 2, Suzette's still here. Please give my regards to Supervisor Hagman rather. The $50,000 grant was approved on September 13th. And we hope that Sawa will begin to take out all the non-native brush and dead trees beginning the end of this month. And in addition, I want to thank Councilmember Bennett because the city has decided that they are going to finish the project. So the entire area on Carbon Canyon Road from Chino Hills Parkway to the Orange County line will be completely taken care of. Every dead tree, every non-native tree will be taken out in the next couple of months. So thank you very much, Art. Tell the supervisor we thank you very much. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Charlie.
The next item is the consent calendar, items 1 through 8.
All right. Do we have any public comments on the consent calendar?
No, I do not.
Is there any board member that'd like to pull any item on numbers 1 through 8? Going once, going twice.
A motion to approve.
All right, motion to approve. And Director Booth seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. So 5-0.
Next item is old business, and we have none, and then following item is new business. New business is a resolution number 2022-16, adopting the amended Fire Code District Conflict of Interest Code. The purpose is for the Board of Directors to review, approve, and adopt resolution number 2022-16, approving the amended Conflict of Interest Code for the Chino Valley Independent Fire District. The Political Reform Act requires that all public agencies adopt and maintain a conflict of interest code and review their code biannually. Because the district has jurisdiction within the San Bernardino County, the County Board of Supervisors is the district's code reviewing body. When new positions are created or changes are made to an existing job description, it is the responsibility of the fire district to conduct a review of the positions and determine if they fall within the designated position requirements of the fire district's conflict of interest code. If there are any changes in the code, the revised code, they must be submitted to the Board of Supervisors for approval. Changed circumstances include, but are not limited to, establishment of new positions that must be designated or revised titles to existing positions. Revisions of the code must be submitted to the code reviewing body within 90 days But we will be submitting that once adopted to the Board of, Clerk of the Board of Supervisors. Attached is a red line version of the proposed amended conflict of interest code showing the changes to be made. The revisions are based on the establishment of new positions and revision of the assigned code and disclosure categories based on positions, duties, and non-substantive revisions of language and incorporation of the code appendix as provided by the Fair Political Practices Commission to help clarify requirements. The code that we are proposing, the amendment is for a new position that was established, the assistant to the fire chief, and then two position title changes, which is the clerk of the board and then the deputy clerk of the board. It is recommended that the board of directors review, approve, and adopt resolution number 2022-16, approving the amended conflict of interest code for the Chino Valley Fire District, and forward a copy of amended code to the San Diego County Board of Supervisors for review and approval. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Do you have any requests to speak?
No, I do not.
Any board member comments on this item? Look pretty self-explanatory. So that would, I'm sure that we skip a few or reject if we feel that we have a conflict on anything. So that'll take a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second. I'll second. Director Williams seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5-0.
The next item is the California Special Districts Association CSDA committees. The purpose is for the Board of Directors to approve board member participation in the CSDA committees for the year 2023. CSDA solicits interest forms annually for CSDA committees and expert federal feedback teams. It allows them to serve on the committees. Vice President Monica currently serves on the Legislative Review Committee and the Fiscal Committee. Director Ramos serves on the Professional Development Committee and the Member Services Committee for the CSDA process for appointing committees. Currently, both interest forms have been submitted by board members. John and Sarah have submitted, and by the end of the month, we will be notified by the CSDA the committee assignments that will be assigned to our board members. That concludes my report. It is recommended for the Board of Supervisors to approve the fire district board member representation on the CSDA committee and expert feedback for appointment by the CSDA for 2022.
Fantastic. Do we have any requests to speak on this?
No, I do not.
All right, board member comments. I'll just start off saying I appreciate you guys' willingness to step up and be on these committees to help CSDA. It's a valuable organization to us. And I know you guys enjoy what you do with that. So thank you for opting to continue to serve on that. It represents our district well.
Just a comment, we're able to bring a lot back from CSDA to our district as well. And get a lot of information early on. So I feel it's important for us to be involved with them.
I agree. I appreciate that you're both involved. It is important to us, and yeah, bring a lot of value.
Absolutely. All right, with that, I will take a motion.
Motion to approve.
I'll second. I'll second.
I'll second it.
There you go. So we have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. With that, it is fire chief comment time. Chief Williams.
Sure, I'll speak on behalf of just an update on the HR side. We have a lead equipment mechanic who's currently in backgrounds. Hopefully he'll start in the next 30 or so days. Fire inspector, we're happy to report that Fire Inspector Brandon Grimmett has officially joined the Chino Valley Fire District as of last Monday. Clerk of the board update, as of October 3rd, we closed the position and interviews are scheduled for October 19th, a week from today. The assistant to the fire chief, the job posting was advertised from September 26th through October 10th. As of Monday, when it closed, we had 53 applicants, and interviews are scheduled for sometime later this month. That concludes my report.
President Krieger, Vice President DeMonico, board and staff and community members. Under personnel development activities, Deputy Clerk of the Board Cisneros is now a graduate of the California Technical Training Institute for Clerks and holds the professional municipal clerk certification from UC Riverside. So congratulations, Ariana. She holds the internationally recognized title of Certified Municipal Clerk, which is a professional designation granted by the International Institution of Municipal Clerks after a rigorous program of education and professional development. During the month of September, the Chino Valley Fire District personnel responded to 1,207 911 incidents in the fire district. The fire district continues to deploy one ambulance under assistance by hire agreement with AMR under the authority of ISMA. Chino Valley Fire District's ambulance responded to 160 of our EMS and rescue calls, transporting nearly 70 patients to the hospital. To date, CVFD ambulances have responded to just under 6,000 incidents and transport just over 2,500 of our own residents and visitors to our community. The fire district is hopeful to continue such services for our community members and is working with adjoining jurisdictions to position ourselves to meet the needs of this community at large in the San Diego County. Under board activities and public relations, Chino Valley Fire District hosted a sharps collection on Saturday, September 24th, and collected 34 sharp containers from local residents and staff working with the event may be thankful for the district hosting these valuable events. So community members continue to be mindful that we do offer that service as you need to dispose of your sharps at our event. On September 24th, I attended the Wildland Preparedness Meet and Greet with Congresswoman Jim Kim. It was a good turnout. We discussed local concerns related to wildland incidents. Chino Valley Fire participated in the annual Relay for Life event at Ayala Park on October 1st. On October 5th, board members, management, staff, and I attended the 2022 San Bernardino County State of the County event at Ontario Convention Center. It was well attended and it was a great event. On October 9th, I attended the Chino Rotary Lobster Fest. And if you didn't show up, you missed an opportunity to put your chief in the dunk tank. And I think I must have went in the water at least 40 times. So thank you to the union representation that helped fund that event. So thank you. Under organizational items of interest, our hazmat team completed and passed the state of California and is now a type 2 hazmat team. This has been a very long process in about 10 years, and it took a lot of effort and dedication from our hazmat team. By certifying with the state, our team has now consistent with the surrounding type agencies regarding staffing, training, and equipment. We also have the ability to respond on mutual aid requests for larger incidents within the state. I would like to congratulate Captain Lopez and our entire hazmat team for working through and completing this process. I think it's a special note to indicate that when the staff came out to evaluate our process, that process typically takes about 3 hours. And because of the organization and forethought by the team members led by Captain Lopez, they were able to get that process in about 45 minutes. And so, again, thank you to Jeff and his team. We already provided a recruitment update. Upcoming events, the Chino Valley Fire District Open House is scheduled for October 15th, 9 to noon at the Training Center. The ECSD monthly meeting is scheduled for October 17th, 6 p.m. in Rancho Cucamonga. The finance meeting is scheduled for October 24th at 8 a.m. And I did have one final question for our attorney. Mr. Ballinger, do we need to address anything with respects to the technical position in the clerk's office?
We don't, our office looks at that, and that is a position that doesn't require inclusion in the conflict of interest. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. With that, we will have board member comments, and we start off with Director Williams.
Thank you very much. The only one thing I wanted to ask the chief about, am I out of line talking about, or asking you to talk about AMR and what's going on with them, chief, or is this not the time to do that?
Is there a legal requirement? Just a brief answer is appropriate without getting into a discussion by the board.
Basically, briefly, the state has not sent back their request for proposal. Once that happens, we will be able to take the next steps.
Okay, well, I hope I'm not stepping out of line here, or, you know, saying things that I'm not supposed to or whatever, but, you know, I just, the fact that the contract had ended and so on. Okay, I did, monitor the supervisors meeting, and, those meetings are very, informative, and I really like to watch them because they get a lot of comments from citizens, and they're, a lot of times they're very good comments. And there's a lot of questions that I'd like to know on some of the stuff they talk about, but of course I'm not there to ask them that. And also I did go to the state of the county, and it was very good. It was very informative. I really enjoyed the one that I went to, or went to the part about the they were talking about the economy and the future of the county in regards to real estate. And very informative. I really thought it was good, well put on, and a lot of good information was passed there. And the whole event was well done and very good, very informative. And I think the county is doing well right now, and hopefully they'll continue to do well. And also I went to the prison things yesterday. What they have is they have a meeting every other month, and so they were very informative, and we talked about what's going on with the prisons, which is very important to us. They're part of our community and have been for, what, over 50 years or something like that. And, you know, what there is in the women's prison is way down on the number of inmates right now. So maybe that's a good thing. I hope. I hope it's not because of leniency and letting these people out when they shouldn't be. But they said that there's what they call the population is down quite a bit in the women's prison. So and it's an informative thing. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. They're just working on different things around the prison to get things dressed up, and different ways of communicating and stuff like that. They are putting in communications for the hard of hearing and that type of thing. So they're doing a lot in the prisons and stuff too. So I think that's about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Lee. Thank you. So, under the Chino City Council meeting, Airport Commission, and the wine walk. I think that was a lot of fun. President Krieger and I worked that event. What a wonderful event. Just a great event, and raises a lot of funds for the foundation Chino Hills, and enjoyed that tremendously. Prior to my arrival on this board, I made an attempt for the city council, and that's where I first met Anthony, and he was very kind and generous with his time as I was trying to prepare for that. And so welcome, Anthony. Look forward to many years of your service here for the district. Congratulations to our 10-year recipients, engineers Newber and Barker, and our firefighter paramedic Myers, and then to our chaplain, Ruben Estrada. And again, we keep singing the praises of our chaplain, but we are truly blessed to have people like Ruben who come in and give her their time, and often in very difficult situations. So wish him well, and again, just so glad we have folks like that volunteer their time for this district and all that they do. Chief, congratulations on your accomplishments. Well done. You are clearly a very driven individual that you took on a lot, got through a lot, and so congratulations on that. Ariana, congratulations. Nice to hear. Good job. And then congratulations to the team, the hazmat team, to get that done, 10-year process. That there had to be a lot more to it than, I know you kind of explained it to me. Well done, just speaks again well for the district and our dedication and our personnel to serve our communities well and to protect those in our community. Let's see here. Hope to see everybody at the open house. Don't forget the PD open house on the 29th, and I hope everyone has a safe Halloween.
Thank you, Trustee Lee. Director Evans.
Thank you. I had a couple of Carbon Canyon Fire Safety Council meetings, and just to elaborate a little bit on one of Charlie's comments about our trunk or treat, we do this for the community, for the children of the canyon, just because we find it a little more difficult for them for trick or treat if their parents don't take them out. So it's a nice thing. I want to thank the union again because they provide the hot dogs for the community, hot dogs, chips, and really help out a lot. And I really, really appreciate that. And Chief, all the support that you provided and all the little extra things, to help us make the event great. And it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy participating every year and helping them get that organized. And had my monthly meeting with the chief, a couple fire safety council meetings. I had a Fred L. Burns meeting. I just want to remind everybody that we are seeking nominations for the Fred L. Burns Award. And if you know anyone, if you want to contact me, I can send you information. If not, we have it on our website as well. And I believe there will be announcements soon. Another one is on social media. But so if you guys have anyone, please submit. We only accept submissions until the 31st of December, and then after the first year we go on to choosing someone for that. And Anthony, it seems like you've sat next to me for quite some time. You just blended in so well with us. Just great. And it's really nice to have you. I'm glad that we were able to still hear from you. So thank you. And Ariana, congratulations. I know when you sent me an email and I saw that little designation at the bottom of your email, I'm like, good girl. I was so proud of you. I know it's tough. You have a young child, and thank you for your dedication to this district, to this community, and seeking that and achieving that. And our 10-year folks, that's great. Also, their 10 will soon be 20, and that will be amazing. And then, of course, Chaplain Estrada. I don't know if those gentlemen, if our chaplains realize how much they don't just bless us, but we really bless the community. And their service is just amazing. And I just am very, very pleased, and I thank everyone who participates in that. And I thank the support chief that the district has in continuing that program for our community. And Chief, I'm addressing you. I know everything that you've done, and a lot of times you've had conversations. I called you and you're right in the middle of the paper, and you still accepted my call and worked through issues. And so I appreciate everything. I really do. I know we've said enough about it, but thank you so much for your dedication. And I'm going to miss anyone. How much more time do I have? That's my favor.
3 seconds.
And let me see here. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Monica.
Yes. Attended a few meetings this month as well with Chino Council, IEUA. That's a mouthful sometimes. It's only 4 letters. And also I've did watch online the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors meeting. We had a quarterly with both Chino and Chino Hills this month, so we had our quarterly meeting with them. And let's see, attended San Bernardino County, State of the County. That was really a nice event. They do a really good job with their State of the County, and it was pretty impressive, and especially a lot of things going on in the 4th District, and things going on at the airport, both Ontario and Chino. I would like to congratulate our employee of the year, or not employee of the year, our service awards with Engineer Newber, Engineer Barker, and firefighter medic Myers. And Anthony, welcome, glad to have you here. And I concur with Sarah, glad he's floating from Chino. Sorry, Walt, that we were really happy to have you. This is your last stop. So, okay. And Chaplain Estrada, we're gonna miss him. He was quite an influence on us and has been with us for a while. Congratulations, Ariana. That's quite an accomplishment as well. And Chief, now that you have all this free time, because you don't have all the papers anymore, you've got your master's degree. We've been putting a list together for you, or what our expectations will be to go here. So we're glad you have a lot of free time now, because we'll keep you busy. And let's see, did I miss anything? I hope. And hope everybody has a safe Halloween, and just want to tell our firefighters and all of our employees to keep doing what you're doing. You do a great job, and be safe and stay healthy for us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Vice President Monica. I attended many of the same events everybody else did. Quarterly meetings, had a meeting with the chief. School board meetings, which if you haven't watched them, they're very entertaining and fun to watch. Chino Hills meetings, not as entertaining, but they're still fun to watch, fun to go to. The wine walk, I think Harvey and I had the best food with the whole place. And we had a good time pouring some local beers. That was a lot of fun. Had a great time at Lobster Fest, and I got to dunk the chief a couple times. So that was a lot of fun to do that. So Chief, thanks for getting inside that dunk tank and taking out. Although there was some kid working there that I don't think he ever missed. Just
No, but what he didn't miss was when you kind of cheated wide and pushed the button.
So, in my defense, I paid for 2 rounds, and I told them if I miss the first 3, I'm just going to go up and push it. So I didn't pay for it. So they got their money's worth. But just a busy month for everybody. Congratulations to all of our personnel for their anniversaries. Dave, with your EFO, it's fantastic. It's a great accomplishment, and we're proud of you for doing that. Ariana, congratulations on getting your certificate for clerks. And Anthony, welcome aboard. I also want to say thank you to the Fire Foundation for helping to secure an AED at Field of Dreams. And I meant to go that day when you guys were there doing the training. But I think it's vitally important that we have an AED there, and I'm glad that they stepped up and were willing to accept it and get their staff together for the training. So thank you for really pushing that and making sure that happened.
Yeah, what's our total on AEDs now?
Mr. DeMonico, I want to say it was 39. I looked at it this morning. I think it's 39.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's about right. Thank you.
And it's like double that in trauma kits, right? It's out and about, so fantastic. Just keep up the great work, guys, and we really appreciate it. With that, we will adjourn the meeting to the regular meeting of the Board of Directors of the Chino Valley Fire District to be held Wednesday, November 9th, 2022 at 6:00 p.m. Here is Chicago. Have a good night.